Hey everyone, my name is Andy and this is Neville. Welcome to Namaste at Home Yoga. Today's practice is just going to be a little bit on the shorter side, on the gentler side, waking some things up a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get started together. You can find your comfortable seat on your mat, allowing yourself to find that nice tall spine, softening the eyes or letting them close. Taking that all-important moment just to tune in. Tuning in with how you feel in this moment. If you're feeling calm, ready, present, maybe itching to move. How that breath is flowing in and out of the body. Filling the lungs with your inhales, bottom to top, letting belly and chest rise. Exhales, gently pouring that breath out. Letting it flow. If you'd like to bring a focus to mind for your practice today, it's a really good time to bring that to the forefront of your mind now. As hands float through center, chin bowing to chest, to gently open our eyes. Let's find that inhale back up tall, and working from this comfortable seat, start to walk the hands back behind you, opening up through the chest. Maybe we find a bit of a lift to the chest, small lift of the gaze as well. So much space for big breaths here. Feel yourself filling up. Shoulder blades drawing together as that chest opens. And from here, let's start to walk the hands forward. Bring them all the way out in front of you. Just let your back round, forehead can melt. Chin to chest. If you want, you can kind of tent your fingers here, pulling back. Almost like if you were doing your cat-cow. Think about the spine drawing up and back. One more time here, we'll walk the fingertips back behind us towards each other, opening through the chest. Lift up, gaze draws up. Filling up here for a few breaths. Wonderful, and we'll walk the hands forward once more. Tenting the fingers, allowing the back to pull up and back as that chin tucks in, gently round our spine. Let's come to rest back in our tall, neutral spine. Right hand can find the mat. Inhaling, left arm reaches high. Exhale as we find our side bend. A little bit of lateral flexion. I'll invite you to bring that gaze up and past the arm if it's comfortable. Inhale's filling up the left side body, but also helping to open the left shoulder up so that chest is facing the sky just a little bit more. Finding one or two more breaths here. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears if they're lifting. Finding your way back through center, we'll move on to our second side. Inhaling, right arm high. Exhale, let's find our side bend. Creating some space. Breathing in, allowing that gaze to lift if it's comfortable. Maybe opening the right shoulder with each inhale. Settling in with each exhale, releasing some tension, maybe in the shoulders, upper back, maybe in the hips, just allowing yourself to sink heavier into the floor, staying grounded. Lovely. You can find an inhale to return through center. Go ahead, release that arm down. Let's find our way into a tabletop. Finding hands and knees. From here, just waking up the core, both in the front and the back, that whole trunk. Let's bring the right arm forward. Left leg is reaching back towards front and back walls. Think about energy shooting out your fingertips, but also out that back heel. Toes are flexed back towards you, keeping things active. Beautiful. Let's exhale back down to our mat. And when you're ready, getting set for your second side. This time the left arm is reaching forward, right foot reaching back. How much length can we create here? How much space? How firm do we feel pressing down into our mats? How smooth is our breath? Beautiful. You can bring that back down. Take a child's pose. Hips sink back to heels. Forehead melts towards your mat. Finding an inhale, shift forward. Let's step the right foot between the hands. Just finding a low lunge. Press through that foot, ankle under knee as we inhale, lift. Hands can stay at the thigh. Maybe they catch for hips. Move through center. Or if it feels okay, hands can come up overhead, finding some extension. Again, lift through the chest, lifting through the gaze. Deep breaths here, finding length through the crown of the head. Exhales, core stay strong as that tailbone tucks under. And with an exhale, we'll frame that foot once more. Come on back to your tabletop. And we'll switch to our second side, stepping that left foot through low lunge. Ankle stacking underneath as we inhale, lift. Maybe create some sensation in the front of the right hip. Finding somewhere for the hands that suits you. Through center. Resting on the leg. Calm, please. Maybe arms come up overhead or rest in heart center. Option to start to lift through the chest, very gentle back bend as that gaze rises. Strong in your stance. We find length with our inhales. We find a little bit more depth with the exhales. Legs and core still strong. Exhale comes to back, that comes to frame our foot, pardon me. Come on back, find that child's pose once more. Allowing the hips to sink a bit closer to heels with your exhales. Inhale, float forward through tabletop to kneeling plank. And over the next couple of breaths, we're going to lower slowly here. Think about keeping that belly button drawn in towards the spine. Elbows alongside the ribs as we lower for 3. For 2. Still breathing, and 1. Finding your way all the way down to the mat. Hands can slide forward so elbows come to stack under shoulders. Excuse me, Neville. Hey. Hey, my friend. Thank you. We'll start to bring the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Use that pressure of the hands, pressure down through the forearms to start to draw the chest forward and up. Gaze coming straight ahead. If you're lucky like me, maybe you got a bonus back massage. However, breathe. Exhaling, just bring yourself back to the mat, hands under shoulders. Draw in through that core, belly button to spine as you press up. One more child's pose. Maybe allowing the forehead to rest on something solid this time. You can give it a little bit of a rock side to side, massage it out. Let's walk the hands back towards us. Find your way back into your comfortable seat from the start of practice. Ready for all kinds of play today. Settle into your tall spine. Reconnecting with the focus for your practice. Or just giving your body a little bit of gratitude for the work it did today. For the space it created. Or any tension that we started to let go. We'll bring hands through center and chin to chest, softly opening the eyes if they're closed. I want to thank you for joining me for this short, gentle practice, and I hope at the very least you were entertained by one fluffy cat. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.